Good afternoon. As a continuation of the procurement activity for today, we have the pre-bid conference of one for the goods and services. So may I introduce you now to the members of the bank headed by our bank chairman, Engineer Jero Mar, and bank members, Engineer Arturo Prepose and Attorney Mary Rose Milo. For the Secretariat, there's Tuloy Reniero Salinas, and we have also here our IT support, Sir Wayne Francisco. Sir, majority of the bank members who are present, there's a quorum.
Thank you, Renier. So, as mentioned, we will be having a vivid conference for the contract 24 GA 00028 for purchase delivery of office supplies and devices for use of DPWH office, DPWH Regional Office 1 for quarter 2024. For the Mission Awards Committee, we have 3 members present, so we have a quorum and a full order the proceedings for the pre-bid conference. Pre-bid conference is to discuss with the prospective contractors for among others the financial technical financial requirements of the contracts to be bid. It appears that no prospective bidders are attended or online, so we might as well proceed with the presentation of the pre-bid conference by the Secretary. Please proceed, Secretary.
So as mentioned, we have one project under the goods and services for the pre-bid conference, 2040A 0002E, the purchase and delivery of office supplies and devices for use of DPWH Regional Office 1, fourth quarter 2024. Here is the contract data. We have the location, San Fernando City, La Union, with the funding source, Barrios Iao, with the ABC of 6,728,074 pesos and 05 centavos. For the scope of works, the purchase and delivery of office supplies and devices with the contract duration of 30 calendar days. Here are the technical requirements. We have the Class A documents, legal documents, valid field yes, certificate of registration, platinum membership, all pages, or records of audits going, government private contracts, including awarded but not yet started, records of single largest completed contract for the SMCC, similar to the contract, adjusted to current price using the PSA, current price index, should have a contract amount equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. The contract shall be considered similar to the contract to be bid if it has the same major categories of work. Original copy of bid security in the form of a short demand, submit also a certification issued by the IC or the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid security declaration and conformity with the technical specifications, which may include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after sales parts, if applicable, and original design omnibus order statement or the OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney on members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the omnibus order statement and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, we have the audited financial statement, stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. For the NFCC or line of credit, the computation of the NFCC of at least equal to ABC computed using the prescribed formula wherein the NFCC was current assets minus current liabilities times the K factor 15 minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects not yet started, coinciding with the contract to be bid, or a bidder may submit a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation. For the Class B documents for joint venture, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial requirements, we have the original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule, and the bid form B, financial proposal. For the form of bid security, the bid validity period and bid security validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. We have the cash or cashier's manager's check, bank draft guarantee, or the revocable line of credit is 2% of the ABC, while the surety bond is 5% of the ABC. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices: completeness, no price required item was non-complying, indicating a 0 or a dash equals free to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items, the meaning documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words, the words prevails. Total price versus unit price per item, the unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, the actual prevails. Unit cost in the detailed estimate versus unit cost in the BOQ, the latter prevails. If above ABC is considered non-compliant. Post-qualification is the verification of the legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, non-inclusion in the blacklist, technical requirements, single largest completed contract or the SLCC similar to the contract, performance and going government private contracts, delaying the partial delivery of goods amounting to 10% of the contract price in its ongoing government private contracts. Any of these contracts shows the bidder's failure to deliver or perform any or all of the goods or services within the period or periods specified in the contract or within any extension thereof granted by the procuring entity pursuant to a request made by the supplier prior to the delay, and such failure amounts to at least 10% of the price, or unsatisfactory performance of the supplier's obligations as per terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Liquidated damages currently imposed on the supplier, authenticity of bid security. For the financial requirements, we have the audited financial statement, especially current assets and liabilities up to the value of all outstanding or uncompleted works undergoing and awarded contracts, updated NFCC or line of credit versus the ABC. The contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder's bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of the notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt in accordance with section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility and post-disqualification of bidder, late bid. No letter of authority from the company to submit the bidding documents. Failure to submit supporting documents to support compliance with the requirement. Submitting forms not acceptable pursuant to the provisions of the revised IRR of RA 9184. NFCC less than the ABC or the amount of credit line commitment is less than 10% of the ABC. For bid security shall be bond, callable on demand and validity of 120 days not inscribed in the bond. Failure to submit original copy of the short bond certified by the IC indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Bid prices higher than the ABC. Delay in the partial delivery of goods amounting to 10% of the contract price in its ongoing government and private contracts. So for this project, 24 GA 00028, the purchase and delivery of office supplies and devices for use at DPWH Regional Office 1, fourth quarter of 2024. The deadline for submission of clarification is 10 days before submission of bids. The deadline for submission of bids is on December 11, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Number of copies of bid proposal, one original copy of the technical and financial proposal. For the place of submission of bids, Vincent Awards Committee, second floor, conference room, DPWH Regional Office 1, City of San Fernando, La Union. That answered the presentation of the private conference for the one goods and services.
Thank you, Rene. So you have just presented the details of the private conference for this one project. So just take note that the next procurement activity, but especially the bidding for this project is on December 11, 2024. All concerned, please attend the next procurement activity. So before we adjourn, we have
Answer.
announcement. So there will be no matters on our agenda for today. The private conference of this one contract activity is now adjourned. Thank you, back members. Thank you, back PWG, back secretariat, and the IP support.